Hello guys, let's solve another LeetCode problem, Invert Binary Tree 226. We are solving blind 75 LeetCode questions and we are in the tree section and we already solved the first two problem and we are in the invert or flip binary tree problem. This is an easy problem. So if you know how the recursion works or took a look at the problem I solved using pre-order, post-order, in-order, it will be a pretty easy problem to solve. So let's look at the examples. So what we want to do actually, if we are given this tree in the left side, we want to make it in the right side, right? So few key things to keep in mind. Your root would be the same. So 4 become the 4 here. But the whole left subtree, 2, 1, 3 becomes the right subtree. And whole right subtree becomes the left subtree. And if we know how recursion works, it's pretty easy for each of the node. You basically want to do the swap from left subtree to the right subtree. And take a look at these one too. So let's draw this one, the 2, 1, and then 3. So these are the given problem. So this is your left subtree. Let's assume this is a whole left subtree, this is a right subtree, right? So this is your L, this is your R, right? And this is your root node. So basically what you want to do, you swap these two things. Your root stay here, same locations, but your right comes to this location and your left come to this location. So after the traversal, these 2 will become 2, 3 in the left side and 2, 1 in the right side. So pretty easy algorithm to implement. Few key things to keep in mind. If you have only one root with 4 value, right? So you will basically return this one, because if you revert it or invert this tree, the tree will be still same. And what would be the case of only the null node? For the case of null node, you just return this same as null node. So these are the two use cases. So input case you need to be careful about. Other than that, it's pretty easy problem to solve. So if your root node is null, you basically return the root node. And what is the other case? If you have only one value, we can use the same algorithm. So you can just add a OR condition, but I'm just putting a parenthesis here. And if your root node is not null, you check the left subtree and also right subtree. So if your root dot left and also not root dot right, that means in this case you only have only one node. Wherever the node is, you still return the root node. Now we know we need to return the root, but for root left and right, we want to swap it, right? So if you know how recursive algorithm works, so basically what you want to do for the root left, the final results, basically you swap the whole thing to the right side. So you call the same function recursively, self invert tree, but you will get the right one. And for this one, you basically call the same thing, but with the left one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's see if it works then. Yep, that's good. So it's pretty only 3 lines of code if you know actually how the recursive algorithm works. So 3 use case. One case actually, if what will happen for the case of null, you return the null node. What will happen in the case of 4 or 5, any single node, you still return the root node. And what is the other case? Other case actually you invert the left subtree, you invert the right subtree, and basically swap the left and right node. So these one will point to the inverted right and right one node actually point to the inverted left node, and then return the root node. That's pretty easy problem to solve. That's all for this problem. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.